surpass our wildest dreams. Still, untold generate their hands wrung on their chest, bloody convulsions in their throat. If I am able to talk of such things with authority, it is because of a story which will never leave my conscience for the misty, welcome relief of memory. I had barely recovered from a delirious fever that had cost me yet another job. Our modern medicine had dealt with the physical pain, the hallucinations on the other hand. But everything had become clear once again. And on that day I was breathing easy and using the last of my money to forget that I had enough only for the day, and maybe the day after. Perhaps you know the peculiar exaltation brought on by convalescence. The heart is at peace, the mind is electrified, and goes strangely beyond its everyday capacity for analysis. So, I found myself in a kind of happy disposition where another great division was easy to see. Accountants, consultants, lawyers, managers, those caught between a rock and a hard place, who depend on a commission of profits. They, too, look proud, although they seem to me an exact facsimile of last year's good taste. Peculiar directions. I remarked that, barring accidents of nature, an individual's physiognomy is but the extension of his mind. Legs and arms are motor articulations. Mouth, ears, eyes, and nose are their direct extensions. And it is by examining these appendages that I have made the most amusing intrusions into the stroller's sacred places. The eye may be observant, contemplative, or empty. It indicates the intensity of the flame. The nose, ponderous and round or fine and pointed, profiles the kind of curiosity that hangs from it. The mouth, smiling or vile, is a sketch of the heart. The forehead is a theater in itself. Its shape announces both character and content. And the undulating of wrinkles is a dance of emotions. But the ones with unreadable faces are the most intriguing. At this moment, a strange man with twin moons instead of eyes stopped in front of the street musician. A mix of greed and vast intelligence co-inhabited on his forehead. Deep shadows made him a caricature. A face like doom. Something paradoxal floated about him. Oh, what a strange story this man's chest must hold, I told myself upon seeing this. Pity is a negative emotion, and it seemed to me he exploited this falsely noble, twisted feeling by being even more pitiful in his begging. Suddenly, he melted into the crowd, assuming the busy air and conviction that comes from habit. I followed him, as close as I dared. This man's secret still escaped me, but I felt that by following him, I would be rewarded. When he entered the alley, I saw the dagger in his hand. Unless my eyes deceived me, there was clotted blood on the handle. Could I be a witness to an atrocity? My blood burned in my veins at the very idea of such a scene. Uniting its ice-cold fangs with warm flesh. My fascination was strangely unavoidable. Everywhere he went, I would follow. I felt held through his crucified gaze. When he got back to the street and its strollers, he started his little act again. My mind held no doubt. This man was driven by the purest of perversity. My curiosity still burning bright, I wondered where this man could possibly live. What was his goal? His objective? But my old fever colored everything. My boiling blood coursed through me, and most of all, I was caught in the dark despair of the never-ending night. I finally told myself that it must have been one of God's mercies that some secret should remain so, and I endeavored to get back to my room while I still had one.